Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl, the Rastafarian Princess. It has been a very long moment since I've posted. This is an odd background. You guys are actually seeing my room, my full messy closet, and Netflix. But this lighting's kind of odd to me. Hopefully it looks fine. But as you can tell by the title, I'm here to tell you that I will be studying abroad in the fall. As I fix my hair. There's so much to talk about. So I will be studying abroad in Florence, Italy. I leave on September 7th. Right, September 7th? Or is it? Yeah, September 7th. Excuse me, I'm scratching my leg. And then I get back December 2nd. So I'll be there around 3 months or so. Why I decided to study abroad? Well, you know, I'm at a JC and usually it takes, 2+ years to get your AA, and I'm actually not leaving with my AA. By the time I leave or transfer, I will be finished with like my general ed, but I don't have a specific discipline yet. I am a music major, fine arts, because I'm still torn, but trying to get like a certificate or build a resume at a JC is actually quite difficult. I feel like RCC is great for that, but I just didn't want to spend time doing that because I was still very unsure of where I wanted to transfer and what requirements I needed. So I was like, I might as well knock out my general ed, transfer as a sophomore or junior, and just knock out my my major courses when I get to the college that I decide to go to. But I had decided to study abroad because I was actually very sick of the scenery. It's my last semester before I transfer, and I just wanted to, change the scenery. Like, the college I do go to, it does have 3 campuses, but the Riverside campus is closest to my home, so, it's like a 15-20 minute drive. And I didn't want to drive all the way to like Moreno Valley or Norco, because it is a longer drive, and I just was not trying to do that. And like, I work on campus, it's just a lot easier, it's much more convenient. So instead of commuting, like an extra 30 or 45 minutes, I decided to go across the country. But that's why I did it, because I didn't want to change the scenery. I still wanted the great education that I would get at RCC. And not only that, but it was kind of also encouraged by my math professor. She's a wonderful professor. She's great. And when I found out she was going and I wasn't going to be able to take her for statistics, I was like, oh, I was heartbroken. And she's like, well, I will be teaching it in Italy if you're interested. And I remember my first semester at RCC, they were going to study abroad in Ireland. And my name is Erin, and my name is Irish. They didn't name me specifically because it was Irish or because we are Irish, but we're not Irish. But my name's origin is Ireland. So I was like, oh, that would be great. Erin go bra, I can go out there, I can go to my pubs, I can have fun. And me and Rashad had just started talking, and he's like, I don't know how I'm gonna go 3 months without you. I'm not sure if this is going to affect us. I don't know how it's going to work out with you going away for 3 months. So that was a factor, but not only that, but I didn't know where I was going to get the funds. I wasn't working my first semester in college. I didn't have any sort of income. I didn't even have a car at the time. I was still very solely dependent on my parents. This was like in September-ish of my first semester. I remember because that December was the month that I got my car. But yeah, it was around September, and I was like, oh, well, I don't know where I'm going to get the money. I don't know how I'm going to do it, so let me just hold off. And that was also a factor. So the fact that my very beloved math professor was going, and that I did have interest in this previously, I decided, it's my last semester, I'm done with this place, so why not go out with a bang, go big or go home. So I was like, let me study abroad, and I remember the day that, she had presented to us, like, if you want to study abroad, I really do support you. There are scholarships. If you need any kind of help, I can help you apply for them. If you need letters of recommendations, I can definitely give them to you. She was very for it and very helpful. And so I was like, why not try it? And I was like, wait, Yoda, you do, you don't try, So I was like, okay. I remember I got on Facebook. I know this sounds very odd, but I got on Facebook, and instead of saying I want to study abroad, I said I will study abroad, because I can want a lot of things. I can want whatever I want, but until I buckle down and say that I will do something, it's not going to happen. And if I have someone who will hold me accountable for saying I want to study abroad, then I know I definitely would, because I definitely would check it out, especially with Rashad out here, my family out here, work and everything. I would be like, oh my God, no. So yeah, that was literally the day she presented to me was the day I committed. Like, okay, I'm gonna have to start a GoFundMe. I'm going to have to do all this stuff to ensure that I can go to Italy. Funds. Whew, this ain't a cheap trip, but I will say for being in college, this is a cheap trip. Because I was thinking, okay, let me do the math. If I'm going to commit to this, I want to know that I'm getting the best deal that I possibly can get, Even though it's not a whole year, like they offer at universities or higher level colleges, 4-year universities or colleges, I thought, okay, I want to get the best out of my buck. In total, the trip is $8,449, and I was doing some research, and I was like, okay, how much does it cost to study abroad at a 4-year university? After doing quite a bit of research, it can range from about $20,000 to $50,000 at a university. I'm like, okay, and of course they're looking at year terms, but of course if I'm only going to spend a semester out there, that's about $10,000 to $25,000 if it's just a semester. So I was thinking like, oh shoot, well I'm only at a JC, and they're providing me with quite a bit. So within the $8,000 there is a holding fee for your spot, so that when they meet their cap, if you've paid your holding fee, you're not going to get kicked off of the list. So that's $300, and that's already included in the $8,000 total. So I was like, okay, that's understandable. They want you to commit. Like, if you're going to do this, go through with it. And then, in addition to that, they are paying for my flight, round ticket. Well, I'm paying for my flight, but that's included in the $8,000. It's my flight, round trip, 50-pound luggage. That's all included in that. And then in addition to that, we have an apartment for 3 months. So we're not staying at like a bed and breakfast. We're not staying at a air something like that, like where you stay at a person's house who has it like listed and you pay them a certain amount for a night or whatever. We're not staying at one of those. We're staying in our own apartment, fully furnished. It comes with Italian books, kitchenware. You have your refrigerator, your stove. They give you a few pots. You have to, of course, get like paper plates and bowls and forks and stuff. But and a few learning Italian books. So it comes fully furnished. I feel like it's a good deal. And that's for 3 months. So they're paying for an apartment for 3 months. And then in addition to that, that includes our first arrival dinner and our going back home dinner. It does not include, this is where it may hit some people. It does not include tuition and fees. So I still have to pay my $38.50, which are my student fees that pay for like psychological health services, actual physical health services, whether I need directory, or if I need my library, like my ID card. That is all included in your student fees. And it's only $38.50. But if you don't get a BOG waiver like I do, it doesn't pay for your classes, and it doesn't include your books. I still have to pay for books. I am in an EOPS program, so they do give me book vouchers so I can buy all of my books, but not everyone has that. I hope my camera does not die because it's flashing. If it does, I'll be back. But so all of that is not included. One thing that, what was I getting at? Oh, so yeah, 3 months in an apartment, my flight, my going to and from going, first dinner there, first and last dinner leaving. It also includes transportation passes, so if I want to take a bus or a train, they have those passes for me so that I can go to Rome, Milan, Venice. I actually am planning to fly to Barcelona while I'm out there, practice my Spanish. It will be very, very fun. So there's a lot in it for the $8,000. I felt that it was worth it. So I was like, I'm going to do this. It's, you know, not only is it good for a life experience, but if I want to get into a good college, it's getting competitive, period, point blank, you know. So I have to have something under my belt that shows that I am a diverse student, as well as a student that isn't afraid to adjust to different settings. So I did take all of that in consideration, and I thought that it was very worth it. How I'm paying for it. So the $300 I paid for out of a, you know, regular schmegular work check. I was like, that's nothing, you know, let me just pay that $300. I'm set, you know, I'm good to go. I actually didn't even use, wait, I lied. I didn't actually use my check. I used my financial aid. I do get a Pell Grant, so I used part of my Pell Grant to pay for the $300 down payment. And then after that, I'm still getting tired of my blinking battery, so I'm gonna have to get my other battery to change it when it does die, but I'm just gonna wait. So I did use my financial aid, my Pell Grant, to pay that $300 down payment, and then after that was a $2,223, like 30% of it was due on the 29th of June. And I paid that using a loan. So I got approved for a unsubsidized and subsidized loan. One of them was $1,500 and the other was $1,200, I believe. In total it was like $2,900 something dollars. So my math is probably way off. But wasn't it? It was $2,600 something dollars in a loan, and I used that to pay. I ended up paying like $2,400 on it, but I used some of the money to like pick up things like things. I didn't use all of it, you know, I knew I didn't need it, but so that is how I paid for 30% of it, and then another 30% is being paid by my Pell Grant. My Pell Grant will cover $2,908, and I'm going to make that $3,000 by adding like an extra $100, I guess. It doesn't matter to me. But that, I got a $500 scholarship, so that is definitely going towards it. And then the best part, my church is such a blessing. Shout out to AK Quinn AME Church in Mobile. They have helped me a lot, because a lot of the things that I need to fireworks is the 5th. But a lot of the things I needed in order to travel I did not have, and they helped me purchase them, and I am so thankful, because they were just handing me money, handing me checks like, here, do this, get your luggage, get your passport, here's this, save this up for spending money. So they have been nothing but a blessing, and I am very, very thankful for them, and I cannot be thankful enough. Oh man, if I can explain how warm my heart is for them, I would. I'm so thankful, because I honestly don't know where this money would have come from. So I bought my passport with the money that they donated. I brought my luggage. My luggage is, that's my hamper. Where's my luggage? Oh, it's right here. But it's like behind my big head. But my luggage is these nice little blue waterproof luggages, and I got 2 of them, and they helped me pay for it. And I still have money in my savings account that they've just been throwing at me. And then this is the hugest part. So there is a Reverend James Stern. Do follow him on Facebook. I'll have it in the description box. But he is in the process of building a civil rights museum for all civil rights. So not just African Americans, not just you know, everyone. It's for everyone culturally. Usually it's seen from the perspective of slavery. He wants it to be seen from the perspective of feminism, slavery, homosexuality, all of it, including all of it, you know. And so he's in the process of working with that. He's in the process of writing a book, if he hasn't written it already. He's in the process of filming a movie about his book. His daughter is co-starring with Will Smith in a movie currently. So his family is just doing big things, and he offered to pay the last 30% that I owe Kappa. Like, I felt like he didn't see how thankful I was because I was scared to be so thankful. I don't want to say I was scared, but it's like, it's very surreal. And so when he offered, I was just like, oh, thank you. Like, I was still very unsure. Like, are you sure you want to do this? Like, this is a lot of money. You know, that's not just pocket change. $2,000 is not pocket change. And so, like, I didn't let him know, but I went home and cried. Like, oh my God, he's paying for 30%. Because I was clueless. I was like, okay, I'm going to have to save this money. I don't know how I'm going to get it. You know, I've already committed. So either way, I have to pay it in full. If I pay it late, it's $100 late fee, which isn't grand. In the perspective of things, it's not a lot. But I was so thankful. And so I am very indebted to my church. And I appreciate them because they have so much faith in me doing well, not only as a scholar, but as a person. So I'm very, very thankful for you guys, for those of you who are watching. So yes, that is how the cost is being broken down, and also how it is being paid for. I will be vlogging out there. I know I've been gone. I've filmed things. I just have yet to edit and post them. I'm unsure why, but yes, this one will definitely be posted before the rest of them. I will be posting a cute little short vlog about our two trips to the little Tokyo in Los Angeles. One trip, it was just me and Rashad, and the other, it was me, Rashad, his cousin, and his little sister. So, excuse me. I will be posting those soon. But thank you for your time. I appreciate your views. And if you would like to donate to my GoFundMe, it will be in the description box. That is completely up to you. You know, you don't have to, because everyone has already been a blessing to me. So if you would like to be a blessing, go ahead and drop a few dimes. Every penny counts. You can literally donate a penny and I'll be happy. But thank you. I'll see you in my next video. Ciao.